the relationship because you stood me up 3 times. It's because you stood me up 3 times.
But it was
you had me there. You had me feeling like we're gonna do something, and then you act like you didn't want to do nothing. If you ain't gonna get off, because there's plenty of people that's out there that's waiting.
You didn't have to say that. Because then we both could say that.
You were dealing with other people. Why is it wrong for me to say that other people interested in me? You saying don't do that?
Oh my God, I don't want to talk about this no more because you're going to stick to what you're saying and I'm going to stick to how I'm feeling and it's not going to end. Then you're going to be mad and there's no reason to be mad because we're here now and we have a baby and we mad.
Hold on tight, for the contentious divorce between Da Brat and Judy has just gotten more heated. You've probably heard about their split and the acrimonious argument over their son True. But wait, there's more to the problem than custody. Rumor has it that Da Brat has custody of baby True and is getting child support from Judy. But what Judy is saying now, honey, is the real surprise. Da Brat is supposedly being accused of embezzlement by her. Judy claims that Da Brat stole money from her bank, gained access to all of her accounts, and was aware of all of her financial secrets. According to rumors, the problem is that Judy plans to sue Da Brat for an astounding $300 million. It is clear that this romantic relationship has formally turned into a full-fledged conflict, and CIS is ready to take the legal system to task. These revelations are ridiculous, and the drama is far from over. Permit me to explain how this once-loved couple became into adversaries in the legal system, and why their dispute is only becoming worse every second. After swapping numbers, Da Brat vanished for months, but he eventually reconciled with Judy. According to Judy, there were certain rules at initially in 2021, she told Essence. Since it's obviously impossible for us to say, oh, we can go to the movies when we meet, it just took some getting used to. I was perfectly okay with that, since privacy looked like a novel part of life that I hadn't completely utilized. I realized its advantages at an Atlanta event for Judy's Kaleidoscope firm, which marketed Miracle Drops. The two first met in 2017. Da Brat was shy but curious. I was rather scared and nervous at first. I would hide behind furniture. When she spoke to me, the rapper said I would cover my face. When I laughed, my swag was gone. Nobody would have guessed that I would act in that manner. The two got to know one another better on their first date, which was held in the studio. Judy was surprised, since she thought they were only working together on a promotional initiative for Miracle Drops. Nonetheless, Da Brat capitalized on the circumstance to forge a closer bond with her. She said, "Let's link." Jessica remarked in 2021, "I thought she wanted to link, so I thought we were going to chill and kick it." Even though Da Brat spilled a drink, he still made a great impact. After swapping numbers, Da Brat vanished for months, but he eventually reconciled with Judy. According to Judy, there were certain rules at initially in 2021, she told Essence. Since it's obviously impossible for us to say, oh, we can go to the movies when we meet, it just took some getting used to. I was perfectly okay with that, since privacy looked like a novel part of life that I hadn't completely utilized. I realized its advantages. The women went to the 2019 Essence Fest in New Orleans, where Judy is from. Da Brat gave up caring about what people would think or say about her at that time, since she was in love with another lady. When we tomorrow for lunch in New Orleans, I was still a bit nervous. Once I was behind the side of the building, she turned around and put one on me. I was thinking, oh my God, you kissed me outside, she recalled in 2021 during Essence Fest. And then I was like, you know what, I didn't care anymore. Da Brat went on, it was just the way she made me feel. In March 2020, the two made their romance public after being spotted hanging out together around her birthday. Rumors began to spread across New Orleans when Brat shared a picture of the Bentley Da Brat had bought her on Instagram. She said she had at last found her person. I was a sort of quiet person until I discovered my soul partner who handles some things differently than I do. She continued, sweetheart, at DI, I'm thankful for much more than just this wonderful birthday gift. I've never had this feeling before. I often find myself in a daze from it, hoping I won't get pricked, so I may keep having this dream forever. The two were chosen to appear on the WTV reality show Brat Loves Judy shortly after becoming public at a surprise birthday party that Da Brat threw for the rapper. On the television, she asked Brat to marry her and proposed. Although it was initially unclear if anybody was pregnant, the couple shared a picture of Brat covering Da's stomach with her hands in the shape of a heart in January 2022. Fans and famous friends thought it was a pregnancy announcement, but Brat later clarified that it was a promotion for a new Kaleidoscope brand collaboration. Nevertheless, the couple had already begun the process of preparing to become parents at a star-studded wedding. On February 22, 2022, the couple formally exchanged vows. Brat's sister, Raye, was one of her bridesmaids, and the rapper was escorted down the aisle by longtime friend and collaborator Jermaine Dupri. Following the wedding, they moved forward with their plans to have children. Brat was informed that fibroids and polyps would need to be removed before she could even consider becoming pregnant after Duprat had some trouble retrieving her eggs. The artist, who had experienced a loss, remarked, "I had never felt so joyful about something that I didn't even know I wanted. I fell in love with the idea, and then it was all taken away." She later expressed gratitude for the successful outcome. Just before their first wedding anniversary, the couple announced their pregnancy on social media. People and the Sherry Shepherd show, with the help of a donor from their cryobank, people heard Brat say, "It's definitely a blessing. I'm ecstatic." The two first met in 2017 when they were promoted the Miracle Drops product at an Atlanta event for Dart's Kaleidoscope brand. Brat was curious yet bashful. "I was rather scared and nervous at first. I would hide behind furniture. When she spoke to me," she added, "I used to cover my face. When I laughed, swag, lost. I would never have acted in such a manner." Duprat thought they were just collaborating on a Miracle Drops commercial, so she was shocked to learn that their first date was at a studio. Brat, however, seized the opportunity to speak with her. After giving it some thought, "I wasn't sure what she was trying to say when she said let link." Duprat said, "I figured she just wanted to unwind and kick it despite spilling a drink." Brat left a good impression after exchanging phone numbers. She remained silent for several months, but she was eventually able to reconcile with Duprat at start. "There were certain rules, of course. If we met, it couldn't be, oh, we can go to the movies. I was actually all right with it. But it just took some getting used to." Duprat said in an interview with Essence in 2021, "After learning about the advantages of privacy, I thought, okay, I understand it. It appeared to be a fresh facet of life that I had never thoroughly investigated or examined." In 2019, the two went to Dart's hometown of New Orleans to attend Essence Fest. By being open about her love for another woman at that time, Brat began to care less about what others might think or say. "When we first got to New Orleans, we had lunch at Morrow, and I was still a bit nervous," she told Essence in 2021. "Oh my God, you kissed me outside when she came up to me and planted a kiss on me after I had repositioned myself to the side of the building." Brat said, "You know what happened during the Essence Fest? I no longer cared. I simply felt that way because of her." After being spotted together in New Orleans, the couple declared their love to the public in March 2020 in an Instagram photo just around her birthday. Brat boasted about meeting her soul love while displaying the Bentley Duprat had bought her. "I've always been a quiet person until I discovered my true partner, who handles some things differently than I do." She continued, "My dear Beauty, thank you for so much more than just this wonderful birthday gift. I've never had this feeling before. I often find myself in a daze from it, hoping I won't get pricked, so I may keep having this dream forever." Shortly after becoming public, the pair made an appearance on WTV's Brat Loves Judy reality show during a surprise birthday celebration. She planned for Brad on the show. Duprat asked her for her hand in marriage and made the proposal. It was unclear at the time if one of them was pregnant when the couple shared a photo of Brat covering Dupart's stomach with her hands in a heart in January 2022. Fans and well-known friends saw this as a sign of pregnancy. However, Brat later disclosed that the picture was actually being used to advertise a new collaboration with the Kaleidoscope brand. Nevertheless, the pair had begun to get ready. They are expecting in February 2022, and the couple formally exchanged vows during a celebrity-filled ceremony. Brat's sister Lisa was one of her bridesmaids, and the rapper was escorted down the aisle by longtime friend and collaborator Jermaine Dupri. After exchanging vows, the couple kept up their plans to expand their family. During the procedure, Duprat experienced problems after her attempts to recover her eggs, and Brat was informed that fibroids and polyps would need to be removed before she could even consider getting pregnant. Rat regrettably miscarried I had never been so happy about something that I didn't even ease. I wanted, she said to people, do. The idea had me completely enamored, yet it was swiftly ripped away. But it was finest that way. Just one day before their first wedding anniversary, the couple announced on Cher Shepherd TV, People magazine, and social media that they were expecting a child with the help of a donor from their cryobank. It's actually a blessing, Brat told People. I'm ecstatic. The two first met at an event for Dart's Kaleidoscope brand, which included the Miracle Drops product in Atlanta in 2017. Brat was curious yet bashful. I was a little scared and nervous at first. I would hide behind furniture. When she spoke to me, the rapper said I would cover my face when I laughed. I don't think anyone would expect me to do that. Dupart was shocked when they went on their first date at the studio, since he thought they were only working on a promotional film for Miracle Drops. They got to know one another better at that point. Brat, however, seized the opportunity to speak with her. I questioned myself what it meant when she said, let's link. According to Jessica, in 2021, I thought she wanted to link, so I thought we were just going to hang around and have fun. Brat managed to make a respectable impression despite dropping a drink, but she vanished for months after they exchanged phone numbers. But in the end, she reconciled with Dupart. In the beginning, there were certain rules. Brat said, naturally, when we get together, we can't just decide to go to the movies. I didn't mind at all. It simply took some getting used to. In a 2021 interview with Accuses Da Brat stated, I felt like it was a new facet of existence that I had never actually dived into or explored. The advantages of privacy made me say, okay, I understand it. The women went to New Orleans, the birthplace of Da Brat, in 2019 for Essence Fest. By being more open about her feelings for another woman during that time, Brat became less concerned about what people might think or say. When we first arrived in New Orleans, she said, I was still a bit afraid. When we went to eat at Maro's Dot, after I passed behind the side of the building, she spun around and placed one on me. You kissed me outside. Oh my God. I cried out then during Essence Fest. I just realized that I no longer gave a crap. Brat said, I just felt that way because of her. When the two made their affair public after being spotted together in New Orleans, rumors started to spread around her birthday. In March 2020, Brat shared the Bentley that Da Brat had bought her on Instagram, gushing about meeting her ideal love. I've always been a quiet person until I discovered my true partner, who handles some things differently than I do. She continued, sweetie at Debuty, thank you for so much more than just this wonderful birthday gift. I've never had this feeling before. It's so overwhelming that I often find myself in a fog, hoping I could remain in this dream indefinitely without ever getting pricked. Had a star-studded wedding on February 22nd, 2022. The couple formally exchanged vows. Brat's sister Raye was one of her bridesmaids, and the rapper was escorted down the aisle by longtime friend and collaborator Jermaine Dupri. After taking their vows, the couple continued to strive toward expanding their family, despite having issues during egg harvesting and being told that she would need to have fibroids and PPS removed before trying to conceive. The rapper experienced a miscarriage. I had never been so happy about something that I didn't even realize I wanted, she said to People. My heart was grabbed by the idea, and then it was abruptly ripped away. The result was positive. Just one day before their first wedding anniversary, the couple announced on Sherry and social media that they were expecting a child with the help of a donor from their cryobank. People heard Brat say, it's definitely a blessing. I'm ecstatic.